Thursday morning,
The 5th.
I was working on a fire truck, taking the transmission out, and got a little short of breath. The first checkouts, the EKG came out good. My blood pressure was fine, but they did some blood work and found out my D-dimer was high, and they said that's usually because of a blood clot. We would like to take a CT scan. It seemed like, I was ready to go home, and it's just a preliminary check. I'll be fine going home. I've passed all the rest of everything with flying colors. So then I noticed the nurses. They were all kind of glancing over at me. And then about 10 doctors came into the room and said, "Are you Kirk Scrivner?" And I says, "Yes." And they said, "Are you sure?" And I said, "Yes, I'm sure." And they said, "Well, you don't look like what your chart says. One lung is down to 0%, and you're only getting 10% use out of the second lung." After looking at your scan, he said that it's the largest saddle pulmonary embolism that he has seen on a living person. He said no one at the hospital had done that procedure, but he had done it in his residency in Chicago.
His fellowship in
University
of Chicago, and he only saw it once and did it once.
They got the majority of it out. I got 75% of my lungs back.
But what was amazing is that his body was strong enough to do 2 procedures within just a few days of each other. That's unheard of. He's been walking around with that clot.
For the doctor said
anywhere between 3 weeks and
3 months.
And 3 months. And he said,
and I had
you
no
never
pain.
had pain, you never had swelling. And Kirk said no. 2 major procedures, ICU. Before he left ICU, he walked around 4 times ICU, and the doctors and the nurses almost were crying because they don't see people walk around ICU. And I thought about December 5th, he really was a dead man walking. He should be gone, but God.